next phase, we'll talk about team and culture. So the same concepts that we talked about, job fit or manager relationship, we just want to take it up, one more level. And having high performing teams is ultimately the goal of every single organization. And, it's great when we have these individuals, we have them aligned, but when everyone comes together on a sales floor or in the service drive, right, are they coming together and are they aligning towards a common goal, or or is there conflict arising when they all come together? And those are the key interaction points. The old adage is the whole, greater than the sum of the parts. And that's really what we're trying to create with the team and culture. The good news is as we talk about with these tools, there's ways to spot problems. There are ways to proactively take action to make sure that there's harmony. And it all starts with measuring what matters. And it all starts with how we take consistent action, nudging a large group of people in the right direction on where we want them to go. And I think we have a good example of that. It's a personal example that we use that's on our team. So the tools that we use, you're able to plot them in many different directions, right? How their communication styles, how the people like to take action. But here's a priority chart, and here's our team. Now you'll see the blue dots are on the right side. We are a 30-person team, 17 of those people, trainers and consultants. And so we're highly external focused. So everybody on the right-hand side, a little bit more external. We have exploring up top, we have producing, and it works well for us based on the profiles. However, obviously, during the pandemic, the last 6 months or so has looked a lot different for our organization. And about a month or two in, we took had a nice conversation as a leadership team, and we wanted to make sure that we were working on the right things, that we weren't dropping the ball as a management team. And we took a step back, and through those conversations, we realized that people were missing the office, people were missing the camaraderie and some of those interaction points. And so we plotted everyone on the chart. The purple is I can actually plot my priorities as a business leader, plot my strategy. So the purple is where my strategy aligns. And if you see on the top left, part of my strategy over the last 6 months was creating this cultivating teamwork, employee experience. And I have nobody who naturally is just always drives towards that type of activity. So really had to do some searching amongst the team. And what you'll see is CH in the middle there is a newer member to our team. And said, all right, well, if this is a priority for us, then we have to create tasks and actions around how do we make sure that we're maintaining this positive, team environment? Because, quite frankly, it's just not a priority for other people because they have different tasks going on. So we had a conversation with CH. What I was able to do effectively was I understand her communication style. I understanding what motivates her, not only today, but in her career development. And I was able to explain to her, why there was this gap. And while, as you can see, she's not perfectly aligned, I was able to, through personal conversation, personal motivation, and explaining our strategy, was able to ask her to stretch herself and say, hey, Corey, I know you're going to be uncomfortable here, but I need you to step up for these reasons. And so over the last 3 months, we have regular, we have creative virtual lunches. We've done virtual Jeopardy. We've done escape rooms. We've done all these activities in an effort for one individual to kind of fill this void created by the situation that we are currently in. So, as we keep alluding to, it's taking science, but it's really how do we take all this complex science, make it super usable for business leaders to make solid decisions very, very quickly. And this is something that's come in handy a lot over the last few months for us.
Yeah, and I think what's important to note on this is throughout all of our research, the number one reason why people leave a job is they're not learning or they're not growing, right? Those typically are the top two reasons. Manager obviously is up there as well. And so this gave Chris an opportunity to really challenge and support an associate and learn a new skill set, right? And learn a new trait that eventually is going to help them in their career. That's going to help JM&A as an organization because now this individual has exposure to a cultivation project where maybe she never would have been given that opportunity.